Hey there guys, thanks for joining us on another gaming night. Tonight we are playing Cosmic Run from Dr. Finn Games. Now as I'm aware, this is his latest game, which came out of Kickstarter a couple months ago, or a few months ago. With me I have Molo. Hello. Remember to talk loud tonight, Molo. Mick.
Not droning though.
Ash.
Hello.
And myself, Jason. Alright, so this is a dice rolling game. First thing you can do on your turn, I'm not going to go too much into detail, but it should be pretty simple. You roll the dice on your turn. Then you count up the red dice together. You see that card over there? We have 5 planets out in the front there, which I'll show you in a minute. So that means we need a 9 or more. If we roll a 9 or more, so
on 2 red dice.
On 2 red dice. So this one, yeah, I've rolled 4, but let's say I rolled a 9. Then we would strike a meteor on the blue dice. Now there's only 5 planets, so 6 is no good. Let's go with 2. So then we would put a meteor on planet 2, as Ash is showing right there.
And then it changes
as the planets get destroyed or discovered. So what we're trying to do is get as many victory points as we can. We each start with 10 victory points. And what we're trying to do, for example, on planet 1 over there, you can move up this planet's to discover it if you get 1s. So for example, I could lock in a 1 there, and that means at the end of my turn I would move up 1 space. And obviously I could do it multiple times, so if I put another 1 there, I can move up twice. But double a pair allows you to move up on this planet 1 space. So that's pretty useful as well. It's a choice you have to make. A trip allows you to move up there. A quad allows you to move up there. And then 5 of a kind on this planet. When you reach the top of a planet, the planet is discovered, it's flipped over, and then obviously meteor strikes and planet discoveries become a little easier.
By the way, it takes 3 meteor strikes to destroy a planet.
That's right, yeah, well remembered. 3 meteor strikes to destroy a planet. Obviously we move up to discover the planets. Once all 5 planets are discovered, that ends the game, or destroyed as well. Or we have this deck of cards here, which are alien races. When this deck runs out and there's no more aliens to take, that also ends the game. The aliens have different powers. For example, this one, if you add a 6, 5 and a 2 to it, you can do some funky stuff. I don't actually know what that one does.
I think you can choose any 3 dice to then make it
another turn. Yeah. Funny enough, the green ones are the more technical ones. This one's a lot easier. Yeah. This one you can re-roll 2 dice, and it's a 1 shot.
Allows you to move any number of assigned dice from one location to any other location.
There you go.
There you go. And that one is if you can change a 2 into any dice you want. These numbers here represent how many times you could do it. For example, if it had a 2 or 3 up on the sides here, then you could rotate it to how many times you could use it. So that's not the only thing you could do, because these are also a bit of a set collection. See at the back of this, it shows you for if you have just 1 alien on its own, 1 unique alien, it's worth 1 point. But 2 different aliens are worth 3 points, 3 different aliens with 6 points, and so on and so on. And you can do multiple sets as well.
Also, to lock them in, you have to get them in the first place. Like that one, you would assign the dice to it, and then that becomes your card at the end of your turn.
Yep.
Not straight away.
So, you can score victory points from discovering planets, score victory points from getting aliens to join you. You also get, down over there, is crystals, which we'll get back to in a second, because down here you have your own technology board. So on your technology board, your little cube starts at 0. Whenever you add a dice to your technology board, you get to move that up 1. And they give you different effects. So this allows you to re-roll 1 dice. This allows you to re-roll 3 dice. This allows you to take a crystal token. The crystal tokens have different numbers on the back. For example, that one's a 3. I think they go from 1 to 3. And they're all various denominations up there. So you get victory points for that. But when you use it, for example, if I got up to 3 and I decided to take a crystal token, this goes back to 0, and then I have to rebuild it up again. So we got that. We got these babies. Oh yeah, if it reaches 7, you have to take a technology alien card. So there we go. So that's the rules explanation to begin with. What we'll do is we're going to start off the game, then we'll come back halfway with a gameplay turn. And then after that, we'll come back with our verdict at the end.
I'd also like to say I won the game of this that we played a few minutes ago to teach me and Mick how to play, and so I don't expect to win this one.
Fair enough. Alright, let's get started. Okay, people, we're back for the gameplay turn. Just to let you know where we are. Planets 1 and 2 have been discovered by Molo and Ash, and we've done our scoring. When you discover a planet, you immediately score where you are on the planet. Just for fun, we like to leave the ships, you know, where roughly they were. Yeah, so that's how the scoring works. You get those points there. So 1 and 2 have been discovered. Planet 3 has been hit. No, not Planet 3. Planet 4 has been hit by a meteor. And that's the state of where we are on the track. So on Planet 3, I'm in the lead up there. So I'm guaranteed at least 6 points. And then Mick is on 3. Molo is on -1. And Ash has yet to get off the mark. So he'll be on -6 if that planet is discovered.
Or destroyed.
Or destroyed, yeah. So those are the planets. This is what the available aliens are available. And this is where my situation is. My technology is moved up to position 6. I've got 2 aliens still available to me, and 1 alien I've used, and I've got a couple of victory points. And this is Mix. He's used a couple aliens. His technology's on 0. He's got a few victory points. Crystal tokens. Molo, I think Molo's doing pretty well actually.
He's got loads
Victory points and a couple of aliens. Ashen.
I've got a handful of victory points, but no aliens yet, and my technology is really low.
Okay, so this is how this turn starts. So I was the first player, so we come around back to me. We're gonna roll the dice. So we've lost 2 planets already, as we showed you. So now we're on, what is it, 6s?
Yep.
Right,
sevens.
7s. So that has totaled up 9. So definitely hit a meteor, and it's planet 3.
Oh no!
It's not good for us.
Right, so 2 more meteors on that planet, and it's destroyed. So now I have a look. So I've got a pair of 3s, but no pairs are no good anymore.
Three threes.
Oh, 3 threes,
Yeah.
awesome.
The math is strong with it.
Yeah, I'm looking through a camera, man. Give me a...
No.
It
Alright.
doesn't change.
So-
Camera or not.
So what I'm doing here is I've got to lock in some dice, at least a minimum of 1 somewhere, so I can lock it. So basically, in fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it up there for me. A triple 3 on planet 3. So that means I'm moving up 1 space at the end of my turn there. So now that I've locked in, I can lock in the rest of the dice as well. For example, if the options were open, I could have locked in the 1.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
That was the one you could have gone 6-1.
I've got some alien options here. One of the things with the aliens, there's 2 blue ones here, or returns as they're called. You can never take the same alien twice on your turn. So for example, I can't take both of these. I can only take 1 of them. So,
And at this point, you could use your own aliens that aren't being finished to affect.
So this one allows me to re-roll 2 dice, and this one allows me to add 1 to a dice. But I can do this one twice. So,
-1, you could have done 6-1.
but I've gone for the safe option to do that. So I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go yeah. Oh, this is gonna be.
They're no good to you, are they? Really? Because you've already got like loads of those, so you're kind of like forming
True, yeah.
smaller sets.
But I'm unlikely I'm gonna get another trip with this.
Still get some victory point minimum each one.
You know what? I'm going to put a 1 there, and then I'm going to re-roll these 2. So when you've finished locking in, you at least lock in 1, you get to re-roll. So I'll re-roll those.
Got it.
Hey, I got the 1. So I'll lock in that there. And now I can re-roll the 2, but 1 single 2 on its own is not going to do me anything. I need at least 3 dice to go on any of those, and at least 2 dice on any of the way. So I could re-roll this, but there's no point. So I'm just going to lock this into my technology. So now I've allocated all my dice. I then do my activations of the dice. So this technology will move me up to there. Which we'll come back to in a second. I also get this alien. So he goes into my tableau here. And I also move up. Someone move me up 1 space there.
Don't want to.
Right. Now that I'm at space 7, you have to activate this.
Should this one have been replaced? Should that have done first or not?
I don't know, actually, no. But my options are to take 1 from the face up or a random. So,
This might be
Ash might
for
take.
you because you could choice of 4 cards instead of 3.
And what's going to happen here is this is going to go drop down to 0. I have some more options available to me on my next roll. And I'm 1 space, 1 trip away from discovering planet 3.
Victory points on there.
And just to speed things up, I'm going to take a random. Right, Nick.
I think you'd recruit first.
Oh, God.
Alright, so planet 1 would be struck by the meteor, but planet 1's already been discovered, so we don't have to worry about that.
So, because I have a card down here, like the ability of, it allows me to move 3 dice anyway.
So Mick is
Start
going to go
with
for a
them
Hail
on
Mary?
4.
No. He's
No,
just
they
going
want to
to...
start and move it there, and they can go in either direction then.
Alright.
But one use.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a one use, but I'm only going to go one way, so I'm going to use it.
Yeah, just so you know, they're the things are performed in certain orders. So you move up on the planet tracks first, then you recruit your aliens, and then you do your technology.
Cool.
But you obviously use sign.
It's not good.
Oh, he needs another 4.
Right, this is a point. Can I roll that dice and then activate this? I can, can't I?
Yeah.
Because I must be able to do all the dice rolls.
So, are you going to get that 4? No! So he's going to use his one-shot ability, which is to move the dice to the 3 spot.
Pay 3 dice for another turn.
No, it's not. I quite clearly read it out. Move any number of assigned dice from one
Right,
location
so I'll move
to
it
any
along
other
down here
location.
for 3.
And you move up on the planet.
By 1. That got me 3 victory points.
Right. And then it goes on to
And
Molo.
Right. And my card is only.
Make the magic happen.
Dance magic dance.
So 6 is not a meteor strike.
Yep. And what do I have here?
Otherwise, it would have been planet 3 as well.
We're not sitting
Some
there.
pairs.
Yeah. Nothing promising.
Obviously, as the more planets are discovered and destroyed, the harder it is to allocate the dice. Because obviously, we had a chance to do ones over here and pairs over there. With those are both gone out of the equation now.
Right, I'll put that in.
He's going to gamble for
And
the
then I'll
card.
put those in and create a Phantom 1 with that card.
Yep.
2 sets of 3 there.
Yep.
And
He just used the power of Alien, which gave him an extra 1 if he used the 1.
You might get a 4.
I did not go for it, so I'll play 1 for that.
So he jumps 2. 1, 2.
Well, Ash, getting a bit nervous there, son.
No, not at all. As I said, I already called this. I won the first game that we played. Yeah, he was on it.
Is there a meteor strike? There is not.
Oh, Chelsea. However.
And a 2-2 and a 6.
Oh, save the day.
Nice and
Save
simple.
himself 9 victory points.
Yeah, my guy's just like putting their car into gear 2 turns after everybody else.
Ironically, they've just seen a rotation super quick. Might as well go a little bit longer. Right, so there's definitely a meteor strike on planet 5.
Oh.
And do I have... I've got 2 6s, 2 4s, a 5 and a 1. Right, let's have a quick look. Do I have enough to finish off planet 3? Obviously, I could just take a gamble and lock in 2 of them and then re-roll and try and get the other one.
Yes, you do.
Let's
You
have
have
a-
multiple ways of doing it.
Yeah, you could do mine.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put the 2 6s there, and then I'm gonna use this guy's ability, which allows me to move 1 dice up 1. So I'm gonna move that 5 up to a 6.
Hang on.
No,
You
I'm
could
going
have
to
done it
suggest
the
you a
other
much
way.
better way.
Because you're holding the camera.
Yeah.
You would just do that as a minus one, and then
you got
do
the
that
2
double
sixes
6
to
on
the
there.
side of there.
Oh yeah, look at these guys. Aren't they helpful? All right, let's do that. So
Only for them, not for you.
so the 3 4s go up there,
Yep.
which is what.
So that rotates once. So you can see the 3 now.
Yep.
And I assume you're going to assign that to there.
Yeah, I might as well. Yeah.
Okay. Also, you can only have 5 face-up aliens at a time. And so that'll be your 5th.
Yep. And then the 1, I can't really do anything with the 1, so it's just going to go into my technology area.
You could re-roll for the 4.
No, because
I would have 5 face
face
up.
got somebody.
Right, so first thing we do is move up on the alien, on the discovery track. So that planet is discovered.
18 points.
And we do scoring immediately.
That's 18 points.
Woohoo! Lovely
6
victory
each for me and
points.
Molo.
And put 4 back.
Yep.
And 3 for you.
For me.
And then that's flipped over. So now with the 3rd planet being discovered, we now roll meteor strikes on a 6+. And then on the lot, when there's only one planet left, you need a double to hit any meteor strike. And then I gain my 5th alien in front of me. The aliens, obviously, don't forget, are part of a set collection ability as well at the back there. So I'm getting some points for that as well. And then that gets refilled. My technology moves up 1, and then it goes to Mix. Let's see your turn as well, Mick. See what you're going to do. So there's a meteor strike on planet 2, but planet 2 has been discovered. I suspect when the planets have been discovered, they get shields or something.
Or the ships are orbiting them and just shooting down meteors.
Yeah.
Oh, look, 6 and done 1. Card.
Yep, nice. So he's locked in that. Get a reroll.
3 4s would be nice.
3 4s.
Double 4. 1 4.
Yay!
No.
So he gets both those aliens. He didn't get any on the... Because now we need 4 of a kind or 5 of a kind to move up on these planets.
Ooh, all the ones.
This dude here immediately gain a crystal mine, which is up from there. Go on in, Milo. Do it. That's a meteor strike on planet 3, but it's been discovered already, so no problem.
Yeah, but you got set, man.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like Ashton already mentioned, we played this just before this, so we could get familiar with, because some of the guys haven't played this before. This is my copy of the game, and I like the fact that in this one, Ashton was the explorer in the previous game, but in this one, all 3 of us have explored a different planet.
Mick hasn't,
No, but we don't worry about Mick.
Nick is just trying to pick up aliens. He's like...
He seems to be an alien hoarder, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, hey there, ladies.
I want someone else to die.
Oh, he's going for it. That one's there as an extra turn.
Yeah.
You get immediately another extra turn.
You got
He's
it.
got it. Nice.
Not much else though.
You can go for double 4.
Yeah.
No,
Not the dice rolls like that.
in.
I think so. 1 immediate mine token.
You just take from there, and they're obviously secret. Okay, well, I think you guys get the gist of what's going on. So we'll be back in a bit with the final in-game scoring and the verdict. Okay, so we finished the game. I'm pointing at what happened. The game ended via no more aliens, because you can see planet 4 still yet to be discovered. I was close to it. Planet 5 was destroyed by the meteors, so none of us got off the mark except Mick, and then the other 3 were discovered. So, as I said, the aliens were all taken up, scooped up by us, so that means that ended the game. And in last place was Ash.
As
Well done.
predicted, I told you it was going to happen.
How many points did you have?
I had, did I say 52? Yeah, 52.
52. So it's mainly from victory points, wasn't it?
Yeah. I got 10 points from that set, but everything else was victory points that I picked up through the game.
Right, then I came 3rd on a tiebreaker against Molo. Molo's 2nd place.
Ashamed. Be very ashamed.
I got 61 points. So you can see there my victory points from victory point tokens. And then I had quite a lot of aliens, but they weren't very well set collected, as I only got 4 of a kind there, 3 of a kind, and 2 of a kind. I got none of the crystal tokens, so my aliens basically accumulated 20 points, and then I got another 41 points from victory point tokens. So that puts me in 3rd place, because Molo, who also has 61 points, but he has crystal tokens, and the highest crystal point token value is the tiebreaker, and I got none, so that puts Molo in 2nd. Well done. And then victory goes to Mick.
Come on.
67, was it?
He was indeed. Same as what Ashton got last game. Yeah, I mentioned it for you, Ashton.
Yeah, here we go, Ash.
What's ironic
First
is,
to
like,
last.
you didn't. I landed on lots of planets last time. There's
Well, one of
You
them
still
blew
didn't
out.
do too bad.
Yeah. All right. So what did you guys think? What about you, Mick?
No,
I'll let you go first because you won.
Extremely quick.
Yeah.
This is really good. This is our 2nd game, and when we started filming this, virtually almost 20 minutes before we did the middle of the game.
Yeah.
And I just don't think there's a definite tactic to win. I mean, he was on the planets mostly there, but I think I won by having the bigger sets of aliens this time round. I've got a 5 and a 4.
Those victory point tokens help as well. I mean, you got
Yeah.
1 3, but you got a couple of 2s and a couple of 3 1s. Quite a lot of victory point tokens from planets as well.
Yeah.
So you did a good all-round game. You did.
Yeah, I feel we did an all-round game, but this was 25 points, these 2.
Yeah.
So that's like a big whammy there. But the important thing is obviously there isn't a clear. That's the way you've got to do it.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah, I like games like that as well.
Yeah.
This is by the same guy who makes Biblios, by the way. I know you like Biblios as well.
Definitely like Biblios. The fact that it's just a quick turnaround, you can learn it really quickly.
Actually, sorry, this is actually made by his son, I think. Seamus and Steve. Yeah, this is actually he just helped his son make this game.
Oh, right, cool. I'm not particularly. I didn't think I was particularly a dice rolling type game player, but they're starting to come through that I'm enjoying them now.
Yeah, there's a few interesting ones, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's dice worker placement, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really?
pretty
At the end
much,
of the
yeah.
day, it's like,
Well, I was always a bit disappointed about the luck element, but cards definitely changed that.
Yeah, there's a lot of mitigation in this game.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason I got my 5 up there was because of cards.
Yeah.
Without the cards, I wouldn't have got the 5.
There's a lot of strategy to this game. It's sort of hidden behind the layers.
You
sort
had
of
an
thing.
opportunity to get a 5 and you chose not to.
Yeah, it's because I was thinking about other stuff. I'm gonna go with that.
and, you only really got third is because we did point out to you it was something that you had to do as well earlier as well, didn't we?
Yeah. I mean, let's not forget them points we won.
So, how much would you give this? How much
I
would you?
think Ashton should split them 2 points between us, so I would have won even more.
How much would you give this out of 10? Keep it in mind. It's obviously it's a light filler game.
For light filler alone, I would give it very high. I'd give it about 8.5, 9. But because I'm more into your heavier ones, I'll just give it an 8 because
8. That's still 8's a very good score.
8's good for light games. I'm not a massive into light games, but again, same thing. Biblios and this we played Greed the other night. These quicker ones, I'm starting to enjoy them a lot now as well.
They're good for in between the heavier games, aren't they? Yeah.
Definitely. So.
How about you, Marlo?
Oh yeah, I like it. It's quick. There's multiple little strategies and scoring opportunities in there. Yeah. Don't zoom in like I'm speaking quietly.
I'm sitting here and I can barely hear you.
Anyway, what was I saying? Yes. Excellent little game. Lots of different ways to score and strategize. You can even use ways of scoring against people in the game. Like you can try and rush the ones there to give people -10, which happened in the previous game, but not this.
Ironically,
Everybody knew about it.
I don't know about you guys, but this is the only game I've actually seen Molo play where he looks like he knows what he's doing. How much would you give it out of 10, Molo?
I guess, yeah. High 7, closed on 8, I guess.
So, choose one. 7.5.
What? That's not a high 7. That's right in the middle.
That's why I chose that.
I don't know. 7.8.245.
Right.
7.5 if you round it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to start off by saying it's definitely a solid 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. I like it. It's surprisingly deep for a really simple game. It's dice worker placement. I love worker placement. It's got dice, and I've started to like dice in my worker placement as well. I do like the fact that yes, you can try to screw people over by going, okay, I'm just going to emphasise on this one and try to give people negative points on the planet.
Well, just that you mentioned that now. I never mentioned this during the gameplay. It's not that big a deal. But if for some reason you get, like Ashton says, get in a situation where you negative points, if you can't pay those negative points, you lose a turn. So
Molo was close.
Yeah, Molo couple, yeah.
Plus, it just feels really like thematic to me. Even though for such a light, simple game, you like exploring, going off to explore these planets, and you're picking up all these different aliens who are helping you colonize these planets. It's like, I know there's not that much to it. People will go, what theme? It's pasted on. It could have been anything, but I can see it.
I know you guys like this sort of thing because, man, throughout these 2 games, they've just been doing Star Trek and Deep Space Nine references and Battlestar. And, Christ, they've all been flying.
Molo and Ash.
Yeah, Molo and Ash.
Me and you. No.
Me and you know what the hell they're talking about.
I'm old. I don't have a memory to remember all that crap.
Me, Mick and Molo will also be old and complaining about, jobs. But,
Yeah.
So, seven. What did you say? 7.5, was it?
Yeah, 7.5. Nice, solid 7.5.
What do
Definitely
you
play
think
it
then,
again.
Joseph?
For me, I'm also, because it's a lighter game, it's difficult, like you were saying, it's difficult to compare, like, say, a light game like this with Eclipse or something like that.
Yeah.
But for me, this is a really solid game. I mean, I really enjoy it. The components are super good, no problem there. There's a lot of strategy and tactics sort of subtly involved in there. You don't think about it when you're just playing it, but there's a lot more to this than the AI, gives you the thought of. Like, for example, when the aliens, you're trying to set collect them, but at the same time, the aliens give you really good powers.
And
so
you didn't really use yours in that game.
yeah, I was a little more absent-minded in this particular game, but it's a really good game. I like it a lot. I think Dr. Finn and now his son Seamus is just knocking them out. They got another one, which we'll do soon, which is Biblios dice, and it's a similar feel to this one. Funny enough. Ash has given us a look at it. We'll do that one soon as well. And that one is really good as well. I've played that a couple of times now. So overall, I'm really impressed. I mean, I don't know how much this game costs, but let's say it was about 20, 25 pounds. Yeah. Then, yeah.
If it was £6 million, then Jason, can I get some?
So overall, this is a different winner for us. I think if you're looking for a light filler, a nice, fun, easy game. This is also very good for families and stuff like that. My kids play this, no problem. So there you go.
It has a small footprint.
Yes, it does actually.
And easy to work out the totals as well. There was no difficulty in working out what your victory points are.
Yeah, no, it's just a little simple.
Nice sort of very low-level background bluffing element to it with the mining and the cards.
Yeah, I see
That's
that.
the only thing. Well, both me and you are not particularly keen on this. Is the fact that you don't really know what you're going to get with these mining crystals, and if it was a tight game, could have been messed over by. I could had these, but my last one I managed to pick up them 3, which was a swing of 6 points.
Yeah.
Where the first 3 you'd only given me 4 points.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not generally. I don't really like these sort of victory point tokens. I mean, like for example, you've got Zia, and I can't stand when you get victory points just for flying into something.
Yeah, but they're all worth the same. They're worth one.
True, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't like victory point tokens. I'm not even a big fan of them in Eclipse, and Eclipse is one of my favorite games. But in a game like this, which is really light and quick, it's not such a big deal.
Yeah, I was having a quick count up, and there seems to be 8 of each. I normally like it where there's like a lot more
Of the
middle
one.
number, and then
Oh,
one like a couple either side. So your majority,
The average, yeah.
averaging out. Though that could possibly feel even more swingier to some people if the one person who gets one token gets a 3 and all yours are 2s, and it's like, oh, mine are 2s, yours is 3. It's like, well, you've got more than me though.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that so much. I think that's better. Yeah, you're right. Okay, cool. Well, there we go. That's our overview of Cosmic Run. I hope you guys got a good general feeling of that. I think it was a different hit for us, and we'll be playing this in the future. All right. Thanks a lot.